morning. Sorry about that. We're a couple minutes late. So today on Saturdays, we always do about a 20-minute body weight workout, and then we also always follow it up with stretching and some foam rolling. But today, we're going to do all just stretching and foam rolling. We're not going to do any type of workout. So we're going to kind of make it like an active recovery type rest day workout. So if you have foam rollers, that's go ahead, great, go ahead, grab one, get it out. If you need a pad for your knees by any chance, go ahead and get that also. But like I said, we're going to stick with just the stretching and just the foam rolling today, just to kind of give you guys some ideas of some stuff that you can do on a daily basis, either when you're at home, watching TV, or you're relaxing on the weekends or whatever. But some things that you can do that will hopefully help ease maybe a little bit of some of the pressures that you might have, issues you might have in parts of your body. We're going to hit pretty much all of everything, not just our back and stuff, but also our legs and our hips and our quads and everything else. So we'll go through everything here first. So I've got Carrie and I've got Araceli, and I brought them in specifically because Carrie's got some issues that I'm sure if you guys have been following us or watched some of our workouts before, with her shoulders, things like that. So I want to see if we can work on a few things with that. And then with Araceli, she's got some issues with her hip and her glutes, so she's been going to see a chiropractor and an acupuncturist for that too. So we're going to try to do a few things that can hopefully help maybe give them some ideas what they can do at home to increase their mobility, increase their flexibility, maybe ease some of the pain. And if it helps you out, that's great. If there's something else that you want to see, go ahead and message us right now on Instagram, and we'll go ahead and get back to you. We can try to incorporate it into the workout now. So if you have any questions about anything, let us know and we'll go through them. Okay? So we are going to start with a little bit of stretching first. We're going to go with that first and do the warm up as a warm up, and we'll do a little more stretching after that, and then we'll go into the foam rolling after that. So there's different thoughts about what should you do first. Should you foam roll? Should you stretch? Should you work out first? Should you do cardio first? Whatever. There's a bunch of different things that you can that are out there. But my thing that I always tell people is do what feels right and what feels good for you. If it's working for you, who am I or who is any trainer to tell you that it's not right? Okay. So if you like to do foam rolling first and then stretching, if you like to do stretching first and then foam rolling, if you like to do it before your workout or after your workout, whatever you like to do, whatever works for you, that's what you want to stick to. Okay, so that's the basic answer when someone asks me, should I do this first or this first, this first? Whatever feels right for you, whatever works for you, then go ahead and do it. As long as you get it done, that's all that matters. All right. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go down, and we're gonna start out a little bit of stretching. We're gonna get some of the hip flexors in, the quads in, a little bit, of our kind of like our back a little bit. So, but real basic. Okay, we always start off with this stretch first. Whenever we do our stretching here for our classes, this is the main stretch that I like to start off with first. And the reason why is because we are so tight in our hip flexors, in our hips area, and our quads, and it's because we sit down a lot. Okay, whether it's work, driving, we're at home, whatever it is, this tends to tighten up a lot. So we see a lot of people that are very, very tight here, and as we get older and these tighten up more, that's going to keep us and prevent us from standing up nice and straight. So I like to start off with the hip stretches here first, the hip flexors first, and we're going to do a couple different variations. And let us know if you have any questions about it. Let us know, and we'll work into the class. All right, great. Okay, so we're going to get down on our right knee. We're going to put our left leg out in a lunge position, but nice and far. So I want it nice and far. Okay, it's a big stretch. All right. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take some nice deep breaths. So we're going to in through our nose. We're going to exhale out through our mouth. And as we exhale, we're going to push forward, and we want to feel like someone has their hand right here, like on our lower back and our butt. So we're going to push forward through here. Keep it up nice and straight. We're not going to lean back. We're just going to let our upper body go forward. And we're going to get the nice stretch in here to our quadricep, to our hip flexor, and our hip. All right? So first things first, what I tell them always is just get the deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want to see their chest get big, and I want to see them open up, and I want to see them blow everything out. And I want to hear it because I can, they can tell me they're breathing, but if I don't hear nothing, to me, it doesn't seem like it's working. So I want them to breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. Nice deep breath. I want to hear the exhale especially. Hello? You awake? I want to hear it. Exhale. Alright. So now, as we inhale one more time, we're going to exhale, and we're going to push forward through our right glute. Someone pushing through here. Standing up. We're not leaning back. We're just letting our body go forward with the motion. Okay? Our hand can be in our knee or our thigh here. And we just want to get that stretching through here. Okay? Now, when I'm stretching my class and we're doing things, I want to make sure that they feel a little something. If they don't feel anything, if they're able to talk normal, if they're able to, not make a face, then to me, it's not deep enough. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody feel, any sort of bad pain. But they do need to feel it. Okay, if they're not feeling something, then I usually tell from either talking to them or their face. Okay, so when I'm watching them or when I'm doing the class, I'm always trying to pay attention to what they're looking like and what they might think if they're talking. And if they're talking normal, like a normal conversation, then I know they're not doing it deep enough. So I'm always going to encourage it. Okay, encourage a little bit more deeper. So from right here, we're just going to, like I said, a basic stretch. We're just leaning forward here, pushing through here, getting that stretching through here. Then we take a couple of deep breaths, a couple more. Okay, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we want to be able to hold this stretch. I'd like to see this stretch hold for at least a minute or so. Not bouncing back and forth. We don't bounce in and out of the stretch. We hold the stretch and we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So I'm going to have to take one more deep breath in and exhale. They're going to come out, release the stretch, go back up. Okay. And now we're going to deepen that stretch a little bit more. Okay. So they're going to have their right hand up in the air. So if your right knee is on the ground, your right knee is up. And as they're going to inhale, and as they exhale, they're going to push forward here, and they're going to twist a little bit to their left. So they're just going to lean a little bit over to their left. And that's going to open up that area a little bit more. It's going to get a little bit more deeper stretch. So bring your hands up in the air. And as they take a deep breath in, I want them to exhale nice and loud. And I want them to push forward and just twist and lean. Should feel this stretch all the way through here. Now, we can deepen the stretch a little bit more. I still want them to hold it, so I want them to breathe. I want to hear their breathing. I don't hear anything right now. I want to hear their breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. They should feel it all the way through here. See, I like Carrie's face where she's making little faces. That's good. So you can't see. She's looking over there, so I think that's working. I don't know. And we're going to take 2 more deep breaths, going through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And 1 more into the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to release the stretch. Okay. Now, I'll show you one more modification for this stretch, or one more addition that we can do, progression for the stretch. They won't be able to do it. I can't even do it. It's very difficult for me because I know my quads are tight. But as we were to inhale, and as we exhale and we push forward here, we can go ahead and grab that right foot. We can pull that right foot up. See, she goes down there. Okay, so we can pick that back foot up as we're doing that stretch. That's going to get an even deeper stretch into the quadricep. You get a really nice, good stretch. You can also modify it if you had a couch or a chair or something, and you kneel down in front of it in this position, and you can put the couch or the chair behind you, and you can lift that foot and sit it up on top of the couch, keeping the knee on the ground. That's another way to get that deep stretch. Okay, if you're flexible enough, like I know Nancy, when we do this stretch, one of our fitness family members, when she does a stretch, she's able to get up and she's able to pull that leg back. Okay, some of you might be able to, some of you might not. That's okay. But this is a good stretch that we can do, especially if we sit down a lot. Again, work, long commutes, or whatever, to get done, especially towards the end of the day. Before you go to sleep, really, really good, or first thing in the morning. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's the stretch here for the hip flexors, for the hips, and for the quads. Okay, now we're going to switch it up. We're going to go to the left leg, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. If you have any questions about any of the explanations, or if I'm talking too fast, or if I say something you don't understand, let us know, guys. Okay, let us know, and we'll go ahead and reply back to you. All right, so now we switch up our legs. We're on our left knee now, right leg in front, and also the leg that's in front. I want a nice oversized step out with that leg. We're not doing a lunge, so I don't want the leg in nice and close. I want a nice, big, long stretch, step with that leg. Okay? So here we go. So keep our hands on the other side first. We're on our hips. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to push forward through that left hip, through that left glute right here, like someone's pushing us here. Our upper body goes along with it, so we're not trying to lean back like this. We can pinch our lower back. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Carrie's very tight. I feel her fighting me. And what I wanted to do is I help, push the stretch and help deepen the stretch. I just want her to breathe and just to relax. And kind of let gravity feel like it's pulling her down, pulling her forward, pulling her down towards the ground, the hip down towards the ground. And I've known her for a long time, so I can feel when she tenses up. Just to breathe. So if you're doing this with a partner, if by any chance you're doing it with your spouse or your friend or whatever, don't be afraid to, if you want to stop, if you pull back or you want to stop or you want to help each other out, you can get behind them like this. I'm using my leg, so I don't put my hand down there. Not that, nothing's going to happen there, right? But, I'm just trying to be a little bit more cognizant, more aware, but it's also an easy way for me to help get the stretch without using a lot of my strength. So I can use my leg to push into the lower, into the glute, to the lower back area, and add some decent strength, add some steady strength and steady pushing without having to use a lot of my strength, and I get tired, I start to shake, and maybe it messes her up. So like 2 more deep breaths in through the nose, and down through the mouth. And I want to hear them. Make sure that they're loud, guys. And 1 more in through the nose, and as we exhale, we release the stretch, we come back. You guys can't read lips. I'll tell you what she said later. All right. So obviously it's a little bit deeper than what she's normally used to. Okay. It does help if you have someone that can help you out, that you guys can do some assisted stretching with. You okay? Yeah. Sometimes in our classes we will do that. We will help each other out. We'll partner up and we'll help each other stretch out. We're gonna do a few more of those partner stretches later on too. So something to think about also. If you have someone that can help you out, this is one way that they can help stretch you out a little bit deeper than stretch. Okay, so now we're going to put our left hand up. Okay. And our left knee is on the ground. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and exhale, push forward, and lean. Just going to hold. Now, watching Carrie from here, I can tell the difference from when I was helping her to when she has to do it by herself. It might hurt too much, or she's too tight, where she cannot force herself down deeper into that stretch. However, if she's doing it by herself, and if she's able to do it on a regular daily basis, she will be able to get the stretch deeper and deeper, even doing it by herself, just over time. Okay? So without Acela here, obviously a little bit deeper. I'm sure she's making faces. But right now, I felt her, she's starting to tighten up, and I can feel it starting her starting to twitch because the muscle maybe might be twitching a little bit. So I want to try to keep her in that position, but I want her to breathe. I want her to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want to hear deep breaths. Okay? I don't want to just hear I want to hear deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Ideally, we'd like to get our inhales and our exhales the same amount of length. So 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 4 seconds, whatever. Hurting? So I can feel her starting to tighten up. So I'm going to ease up a little bit. Because obviously I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. However, we want to make sure we keep that stretch in there nice and easy. Okay, so 2 more deep breaths into the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. 1 more into the nose. And exhale. Release the stretch slow. Whenever we come out of the stretch, we want to come out slow. We don't want to just bounce out. That's one of the reasons too why we don't want to bounce into our stretches. Okay, we want to do them nice and slow and controlled, so we don't, injure ourselves in any way. All right, feel that one? Okay, feel that one? Good. All right. So now the next stretch I'd like to go on to is our frog stretch. Okay, and that's going to be with we can get on our pads. We had 2 pads or a long pad or no pads at all. But we're going to be on our knees like this. We're going to open up our legs as wide as we can. I want to see the feet in line with the knees, so I don't want to see the feet tucked in. There we go. Okay. Ankle flexibility too. Okay. So we want to kick them out as wide as we can. We're going to be on our forearms. So we're going to be on our forearms. And we're going to inhale, lean forward, and we're going to exhale, and we're going to come back. Okay? And as we exhale and we come back, we want to go nice and slow, and we want to see how far we can push our butt back towards our feet. Okay? So inhale, go forward, exhale, come back. And we should feel this stretching here for our groin, our adductors inside here. And it's a great stretch, guys. It's a really, really good stretch. Inhale, lean forward, exhale, drop into that stretch. And notice they're not bouncing and not like going really quick. They're going nice and slow and under control, and that's exactly what we want to see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get out of that position nice and slow. All right, so we're going to go on to our back. Go on to your back. You get a blue mat. Okay, so we're going to stretch out our glutes a little bit. Okay, and this is the figure 4 stretch. Now, I'm going to show them how to do it each individually, and then I'm going to show you guys out there how one person can help the other and assist in the stretch. Okay, so first things first, we're going to cross our right leg over our left. Hang on there, Carrie. Slow down, slow down. All right. Okay. So we're going to cross our right leg over our left. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to thread the needle. We're going to reach through our legs here, and we're going to grab under our left knee. Okay. Our head is going to come up. Our shoulders are going to come up off the floor, and we're going to try to get under that knee here as deep as possible. Okay. When we get our breathing down, and you inhale, as we exhale, we're going to pull that knee in towards our face. Get our head and shoulders back down to the floor. All right. So we're going to go ahead and stick our hands through our legs, get under the knee, let our head, almost like we're crunching up, doing some abs, get there nice and deep. Okay. And as we take a deep breath in, we're going to exhale. We're going to pull that knee in towards our face, and we're going to let our head and shoulders drop down to the floor. Okay. Now they have the right leg crossed over, so they're stretching out that right glute, and it's a good stretch. Okay, it's a good stretch to do. It is a little more difficult to do when you're doing it by yourself. Want to make sure that we get that right, the right foot is across, the right ankle is at the knee. Want to make sure that right ankle is down nice and tight. You don't want it popping up. And we want to breathe again. I want to hear the breathing. They stop breathing for some reason, I don't know. But nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you wanted to deepen the stretch a little more, you can go ahead and crunch up, get your head and shoulders up, try to get those hands in tighter and deeper under that knee. You know, exhale, pull the knee back in towards the face, and let the head and shoulders drop back down to the floor. Now we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale, we're going to crunch up, we're going to let the knee and the foot drop back down to the floor, so we're going to release the stretch a little bit, all the way down. We're going to go switch the legs up, left leg over the right. And the same thing, we're going to put those hands in between the legs, get under that right knee, right? Inhale through the nose deep. And exhale, pull that knee in towards the face, drop the head and shoulders back down to the floor. Now if you want, you can also do this up against the wall. If you have a wall, there was a wall right here, you want to get your butt as close to the wall as possible. Still cross one leg over the other, put the hands under the knee, put the foot up against the wall and use the wall to kind of give you that pressure of not having to drop down in the stretch. It's going to allow you to pull a little bit more in towards your face, so it helps you stretch out a little bit more. It makes it a little bit easier because holding on to that knee is kind of tough. And we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale and release the stretch. Exhale, let it go down. And now the reason why it goes long on this one is because I'm going to have Araceli carry one stretch together. So how she got up here right now, okay? And I've told my class before, we talked about it before, not all the time, but Araceli isn't usually able to make it to Saturday class. So in the Saturday class, I'm talking about the better way to get out of bed or to get up off the floor. When you saw, she's stretching out, she's kind of, a little loose, maybe her body's a little tensed up too, trying to fight some of the stretches. You saw she brought her leg up, hooked her knee under, and she's trying to rock herself back up. So she's having to use her abs and her shoulders and her arms. A lot easier way to get up. You roll over to one side, put your hands down on the floor, bring your right hand in. Push up like that. A lot easier, especially when you're getting out of bed, guys. Remember, you're in bed for 5 hours, 4, 6, whatever you are. Maybe try to sit up out of bed. Your body's not ready for it. Okay, so a better way to do it, roll out of bed, is literally roll out of bed. Roll over to your side. If you roll over to your right side, your left hand is going to push down into the bed, and you're going to sit yourself and push yourself back up. Okay? So this is something real easy, something real quick to remember, and a good thing to remember, especially whether you're on the floor or whether you're in your bed or whatever. Instead of just trying to roll yourself up, lean over to one side, push yourself up. All right. So, listen. She wants to do what she wants to do. All right. So. Okay, so Carrie's on her back. So we're going to do that figure 4 stretch, but I'm going to have Araceli stretch her out. Okay, so Araceli's going to come over here. So Carrie has her right leg crossed over her left. Okay, now, you want to be able to do this stretch, and this is the stretchy, this is the stretcher, where the stretcher is not using a lot of muscle. You want to try to use more body weight, and that's going to help deepen the stretch, going to help keep the stretch more even as she applies pressure, and she's not going to get tired, she's going to get a good stretch, and it's going to be a lot easier for both of them. So, what I'm going to have Araceli do, she's going to help, and I want Carrie to relax. So I want the stretchee to relax and stay as relaxed as possible. Hands out to your side, relax, relax. Araceli's going to pick up Carrie's left leg, so pick it up. Now don't help her, see that she helped her. I want the stretcher to do as much of the work as possible. I want this one to stay nice and relaxed. Okay? So she's going to go ahead and put her left foot on her right quad. Okay? All right. So, here, make sure it's above the knee so it's nice and steady. So you want to make sure it's in a good position. You don't want it to feel like it's going to fall off the side. Alright? So from here, she's going to take her left hand or her right hand, whichever one, and she's going to hold the ankle down. Because the last thing we want is for Carrie to pop that leg up and hit Araceli in the face. It's going to be on video, so it might be kind of funny, but not funny for them. Alright, so she's going to hold that leg. I want her to step in a little bit more with that right foot and hold that leg down. And now from here, if she has a good base with this foot on the thigh, she can let go here. If she wants to hold on, she can. And from here, all she's going to do is with her hips, she's going to push forward here. But first, we're going to get her breathing, so in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on the next breath, when Carrie exhales, Araceli's going to push forward with her hips. Push forward. Push. And she's going to watch her face change. Push forward. If we can't push anymore, we're going to take a little bit deeper stretch in with the right foot. Hold on to the foot here. We want to just control that leg. And then she's going to ask her, how are you feeling today? Okay, so if she's able to talk and smile, we know that stretch isn't deep enough. So I want to slow the stretch a little bit more. So either take a little more step in or just more hip in. Now, Araceli is able to use very little spring, just her lower body here. She's controlling this leg here. And she's still getting a good stretch in that right glute over there. Feel it? Sure? Alright, so I'm going to have Carrie take one more deep breath in, and And as she exhales, Aracella's going to push in more. Push, 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 push. There we go. So again, we're not trying to hurt Carrie, but we do want her to feel it. We do want a little bit of uncomfortableness towards something that she would not normally be able to do by herself. Now, Araceli wanted to, she could take her left leg and she can step her left foot all the way in underneath here if you want to. Gives you a little bit more leverage. And we'll take 2 more deep breaths. Exhale, nice and slow down. And 1 more, and on the second one, she's going to exhale, and Araceli's going to lean back and release and stretch a little bit. She's going to help control the leg. She's going to grab this leg here to help bring it down to the floor, so Carrie's not doing as much of the work. She's doing more of it. Nice and easy. Okay. Take it down to the floor. Nice and easy. Help uncross this leg here. There we go. And relax. Okay. So you felt that one? Okay, so now you're gonna stretch her. So Carrie rolls over. Hey, someone was listening. Okay. Alright, so it's gonna go down to the floor. Felt that one? Good? Alright, so which is your bad side? Okay, so Araceli has issues with the right hip or right glute, so we're going to stretch out that side, okay? Alright? It's different when someone else is helping you stretch, let me tell you. Alright, so Araceli's cross her right leg over her left, hands out to her side, nice and relaxed. Carrie's going to pick up that left leg, she's going to place it on her right thigh. Okay? So I want her to get a good piece of step in there. And now, she can, the way I do it is with my left foot, I'm already in here nice and deep. So that left foot is all the way stepped up, all the way in. Okay, come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, all right. So you can see, we can hear Araceli already feeling it, which is fine. Okay. Carrie's going to control this leg here. She can do it with left or right leg, left hand or right hand, doesn't matter. If you have a good position here with this foot, you don't always need to hold it. If you need to, you want to, that's fine. You don't always have to. But from here, Carrie's going to tell Araceli to take a couple deep breaths. Speak up loud. And on the second one, as she exhales, Carrie's going to push forward with those hips. And she's going to watch Araceli's face. Exactly. Carrie's telling her, don't hold your breath. Breathe through it. When she says that's fine, we're going to go a little bit deeper. Because that's her way of saying, don't go any further, I'm fine right there. It hurts there, but we're going to go just a little bit deeper. We're not going to go a lot. Now, out of the center, she can go a little bit deeper. But I want, before Carrie does it, I want her to tell Araceli or Araceli alone, take that deep breath in and exhale and out through the mouth. And as we exhale, that's when we push in. Good. And for Araceli now, she's in a good position, so we're going to take 3 nice deep breaths. I want to hear them, and I want Carrie to hear them. Louder, they have to be louder. That sounds good. So 1 more. Okay. Now on this 4th one, when Araceli exhales, Carrie's going to release the stretch nice and slow. And even as Carrie's releasing the stretch, we still want Araceli to keep with her breathing. So she's going to take it out nice and slow. She's going to take the foot down to the floor. She's going to go down. She's going to help uncross the legs. We're going to take a sheet. We're going to cover Araceli up and leave her there for the rest of the day.
That hurt me, Araceli, watching that stretch on you.
So Araceli's going to get up. She had to think about that for a second. Okay. All right. So again, that's a great stretch for the glutes, and you can do it by yourself. You can do it up against the wall. Ideally, though, if you have a partner, that's the way to get the stretch done. You can also do it with a band, sort of, by putting the band under the knee, using the band and pulling itself in. But the best way to do it is if you have somebody else. Okay. Again, we do our stretching in foam rolling every Saturday morning. If you wanted to come in just for that class, we do have drop-in rates, so you guys are more than welcome to check it out. Get some water, guys, really quick. Even though we're not really working out, there's still sweat angels down here on the floor, so they are working. But get some water. Stay hydrated, guys. I'm gonna get something to drink too.
Did that
Mimosa,
feel good,
mimosa.
Araceli? Did that feel good? Yeah.
Oh, hot coffee, hot coffee. All right. Yeah. So social distancing, social distancing. Oh, we're gonna do that. Anyway, so again, I know we've gotten some comments before about the whole social distancing thing, and they shouldn't be touching each other, and this and that. And we understand that, and we appreciate that, guys, and we're not trying to put anybody in danger. But however, we've been coming to the classes long enough. Araceli works from home. Carrie, you work from home, or you just grab your stuff? So she's going to work. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of both. But we are wearing our masks, we are sanitizing, we wipe everything down, we clean ourselves up here before, after the gym. So there's a level of trust here, okay? And again, we wouldn't put anybody in danger unnecessarily. They trust me, they trust each other, I trust them. So again, so we know that we're kind of breaking the social distancing bounds, but we're doing it as best that we can so that we can offer you and show you the techniques that we need to show you guys. Okay, so please understand that that's what we're doing. All right, so we're gonna go back down to, we're gonna do our pitch and stretch. So we're gonna stretch out a little bit more of those hip flexors if we haven't stretched them already enough. We're gonna stretch them out a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna drop down with our right leg, our right knee, back, and we're gonna take our left leg, and we're gonna cross it over here in front. Okay, so we're gonna be in this position here. All right. No, I'm just letting it go back. Yeah. Roll over. We're gonna cross our left leg in front. We want to try to get our right quad and our right knee on the ground. So we come here, up and over. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you see how the Araceli's actually in the stretch, into the stretch pretty good. Carrie's having a little bit of issues, but we've known that. Okay, so ideally we'd like to have that leg straight across. However, we're only going to go as far as Carrie can go. Okay, so if she has to bring that foot back a little bit to help her get into the stretch, I still want her to feel it over here. We're going to feel it in the hip flexor and the hip egger area of the leggings to the back. Okay, so if she's feeling it, great. If she's not, we're going to try to fix it. You feel that stretch like on the right side over here? Your knee? Okay, so Carrie does have some knee issues too, so I want her to think. Can you feel it? Okay, so. There. Feel that?
Oh,
Okay. Bob, you need some?
a little. This isn't my knee up yet.
Is that? Could you feel it over here though? No? More?
Got my hip straight.
Okay. So we want to try to watch the torque on that knee too, so we have to be careful. And sometimes, to be honest guys, there might be stretches that you should not do if it's going to cause issues. So something like this, you might not even have Carrie do the stretch because it might cause too much problems with your knee. You okay over there, Carrie, with the knee, or?
Yeah.
I'm worried about the knee. I'm sure you're going to feel it in the hip, but how about the knee?
It's tight.
It's tight? Okay. And we know because that's what her quads are connected to.
What about if you're feeling it in your knees, not in your hips?
That means you're tightening up your glutes. We need to relax those glutes. We need to relax that lower back from those glutes. You're squeezing here, like you're trying to squeeze this. We need to relax and let it drop in. You want to feel like those hips are trying to sink into the ground. Right. So now Araceli, she's got her knee pretty good, pretty deep. You feel it in there? You? Right. Can you join too? Now, take this leg. So, Araceli, she had that foot back a little bit, so I try to help her bring the foot forward a little bit, and that helps with the stretching a little bit more on that hip. Okay? All right. Good? Okay. So we're going to take a couple more deep breaths into the nose. roll ourselves over to our left side, roll out the stretch. Gracefully. Alright, so now I'm gonna have Araceli do the same stretch on her left side. With Carrie, we're gonna modify it. Okay? Now, she's on the floor. I'm gonna have you stand up. This is a plyo box that we have, one of the soft ones, okay? So we have it as tall as we can. Now, I do the stretch at my desk, believe it or not, at my regular job. And I need to because it helps open up my hips a little bit, helps stretch out my glutes a little bit, so it's a great stretch to do. I do it a couple times throughout the day, believe it or not, at work. People walk past my desk and they're like, what are you doing? And after a while, they know that no, Mike is over the stretch. So, Araceli's in the stretch. Now again, I want to try to get that foot that's parallel across the street as much as possible, and keeping our hips nice and straight. And we're going to breathe in through here. Now with Carrie, we're going to modify. So we're going to take her left leg, okay, and we're going to set it across here.
I need some. Oh, I'm much better do this one better. Give her
Where have you hold yourself up? Okay. So now you can see how high this knee is up off the box. Okay. So here. Put your hand on the knee.
that.
Okay, so now
This
she's
is better.
Now, she's standing straight up. If we wanted to deepen the stretch a little bit more, obviously, once we get this leg flat onto the surface here, if we wanted to deepen the stretch a little bit more, we could take her leg that's standing, we could take it back, we could step back away from it, or we can bend that right knee, which will drop us down into it a little bit more. Okay. So this is something you can do on the chair, on the couch, on the armrest, whatever. The couch is a good way. Okay. So on the armrest of the couch, on the regular couch. But it's a great stretch. It's also going to help here in the glute a little bit more too, and in that hip. So this is a great stretch. So whether we're doing it from the floor, or whether we're doing it modified on the box standing up, it's a great stretch to get into. And as always, we want to take our deep breaths into the nose and up the mouth. And as we exhale, we want to feel like our hips are dropping down into the floor. And here, as we exhale, we want to feel like the knees dropping down lower, and our body kind of sinks down into it. Good stuff? That's a good one. All right. So, 2 more deep breaths into the nose. And out through the mouth. On that second one, we're going to release that stretch. Araceli's going to roll over here to her right, get out of the stretch. Carrie's going to come out nice and graceful. And then leg up. Nice and slow. Legs. That's what happens when you start playing sports for all your life. That's how we get. So, trust me, I'm there too. I'm there too. Oh, I think we have technical difficulties. All right. Good. That was the right. You did the left. Oh, no, we didn't. That's okay. We're going to move on. Sorry, thank you. You did the left side. Yeah, sorry. We did the same side. It's fine. We'll get that stretch after. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and work a little bit of our lower back. Okay, so stretch out our lower back a little bit. So both you guys on your back. Start off with this one first. Now, we're going to work a little bit of rotation to kind of stretch out that lower back a little bit. So we start with our legs, our knees bent. Okay, feet on the floor first. Hands out to our side. And our knees and feet are going to be together. Together. And from here, we're just going to rock them side to side. Over, and back to the middle, and then to the other side. Keeping them together and controlling our breathing. As we inhale, we're going to take them down. As we exhale, we're going to bring them back. I'm sorry. As we exhale, we're going to take them down to get the stretch. Inhale to come back up to center. Exhale to go back down to the other side. So now, if we want to make this a little bit deeper and increase the stretch a little bit, we're going to bring our legs up 90 degrees. And from here, keeping our knees and feet together, same motion. Exhale to go down, inhale to come back up. Other side. Keeping our knees and our feet together. And we want to try to keep our shoulder blades flat on the floor. If we can't do that, obviously we're going to take down as low as we can, get as far as we can, under control. And get that breathing in, get that stretch. Remember to breathe, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So now, we're going to put our feet back down on the floor. We're going to cross our right leg over our left. And from here, we're going to lean over to the side, taking the bottom of our right foot and taking it down flat to the floor. So we're going to drop it over, hands out to the side. So it's another way to kind of hit the stretch a little bit, get the stretch down the leg a little bit also, down by the T-band. Real simple, nothing major. And we're going to go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale. We're going to bring it back up to center. We're going to switch the legs up. Get the breathing down into the nose and out through the mouth. And as we exhale, on the next one, we're going to roll over, rotate, with the bottom of the left foot down. And we're just going to breathe, guys. We're going to hold that stretch and we're just going to breathe 2 or 3 times. Not a lot. Into the nose, and out through the mouth. One more time into the nose. And exhale, come back up to the center. Alright, so now we're going to go onto our hands and our knees. We're going to rotate over and have our hands and our knees. Rotate your knees here. So from here, hands and knees. Alright, so from here, we're going to stretch out and down, rotate a little bit more on that mid to upper back, okay? And we can do some other things, like our core back here, our lats a little bit, some like the child's pose, things like that, some yoga type stretches that are good for the lats and everything. But we're gonna first work here, the mid to the upper back. So, start up here with our left hand on the floor, okay? We're gonna grab our right ear with our right hand. And we're gonna rotate down and take our right elbow down to our forearm or down to our wrist. Keeping our left arm straight, just down and then back up, and down and back up. Every time we come down, we're going to exhale, inhale up, exhale, and down. If we wanted to, as we come up, we could rotate all the way up as much as we can, which is about that much we carry, and then back down. Rotate, back down. We don't want to force it, okay? We just want to exhale and come up as much as we can, turn, and then back down. Want to make sure our hand is under our shoulder also. And so now, after like 3 or 4 of those, we're going to take that right hand. Now we're going to slide that left hand up a little bit, okay? From here, we're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to thread the needle, slide that right hand under, and we're going to try to get our right shoulder down to the floor. Okay. And we're just going to breathe into the nose and down through the mouth. And if we want to take some of the pressure off the stretch, we can slide our hips back. If we want to take the stretch a little bit deeper, slide our hips forward, so more weight is on that shoulder, which in turn rotating our back. And if we wanted to deepen the stretch a little bit more from this position here, with our right hand is on the floor here, right take our left hand and we're going to grab our right wrist here like that. Now from here, she's going to feel like she's trying to push, straighten out this left arm. She's going to rotate that left shoulder back more. So we're just here and we're just pushing ourselves back here. That's if you want to. And again, breathe in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Let's go 2 more deep breaths into the nose, and out through the mouth. Second one here, into the nose. We're going to exhale, we're going to put our left hand back down on the floor. And slowly work ourselves way back up. Slide that right hand down, nice and easy. Good? Okay, Carrie? Okay, so now we're going to do our left side. Alright, so we're going to grab, make sure our right hand is under our right shoulder. Left hand, we're going to grab our ear. And we're going to do those rotations again, down to the wrist, down to the forearm, back up. Or we can take the stretch a little bit more, we can go a little bit higher, back up. Turn as much as we can, back down. Keeping our hips level, we don't want to be twisting our hips, we're not rotating our hips. If I want to Carrie to come up higher, she's pretty tight. What I don't want her to see her do to try to get her to bring this elbow even higher is to start to turn our hips here to rotate. Keep the hips nice and level. And just feel that rotation through here and back up. And control your breathing. Slide that right hand forward a little bit on the floor, on the pad, and take a deep breath in. And the exhale, we're going to thread the needle, slide that left hand underneath, take our left shoulder, get it down to the floor. Make some funny noises, it's fine. We're just going to breathe, guys, into the nose and exhale out through the mouth. And as we exhale, again, we want to feel like gravity is pulling us into the floor and dropping our body, slip and sink into the floor a little bit more. And again, if we want to deepen the stretch, we can slide ourselves forward a little bit more. If we want to take some of the pressure off, still get the stretch, but not as deep. Bring our hips back more towards our feet. We're just breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. Let's get 2 more. Good. And 1 more into the nose. Exhale, put the right hand down on the floor. Roll ourselves, push ourselves back out. Nice and easy. Good. So, now we're going to work a little bit of our wrist, okay, wrist mobility. It's one of the ones that I also do at work on my desk and on my desk. And we're going to start off, and again, guys, a lot of you guys who do work in offices or they do manual labor, obviously with our hands, and our forearms get tired, and we start to build up some of that pressure, we build up carpal tunnel in those wrists, we feel it into our hands. This is a good stretch that we can do, and you can do this all the time if you want to, whether you're home or you're work, whatever. But you can do it standing if you're at a desk or if you're on the floor like this, put your hands down. And we're just going to work some of that mobility, just trying to get some of that mobility back into our wrists. All right, so like Carrie's already got, and that's what it's going to do. Hands going to be under her shoulders, or on our knees, hands and knees, hands under her shoulders. And from here, let's bring them in a little bit closer so they're actually inside of our shoulders. Okay, right there, good. All right, so from here, we're going to rock forward, we're going to rock side to side. Okay, keeping our hands flat. And we're going to let the weight of our upper body help get some mobility in those wrists, side to side, to the front, and breathe at the same time, making sure we're breathing. Keeping the hands flat. If for some reason that you cannot keep your hands flat, you want to make it a little bit easier, you can slide your hands forward a little bit. Okay, and still continue to do the same thing. Or if you need to, just put them flat, hands under your shoulders or a little bit inside your shoulders, and just hold that position. Make sure we keep our arms straight. We're just going to the front and side to side. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna rotate them backwards towards our knees. Now, you can see Carrie's pretty good. She's got them twisted all the way back towards her knees. Until it goes. Me, if I were to do it, I'd have a little bit of trouble with my left wrist more than my right wrist. Okay? But from here, make sure our hands are flat. And now we're gonna rock back and side to side. Again, keeping our hands flat. If you need to take a little bit of pressure off, you can go ahead and bend your elbows a little bit. That'll help. If not, if you can't really move, just hold them right there. Don't move, just hold them. Back, side to side, and keep with the breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. Alright, so now, the least fun one that we're going to do, we're going to take our hands, again, we're going to turn our fingers back towards our knees, but we're going to put the back of our hands flat on the floor. Go nice and slow. Probably gonna have to bend your elbows a little bit to keep them relaxed. Take some of the pressure off. We're gonna get the back of our hands flat on the floor. Wait in front of us. There we go. Okay, so now, Carrie's actually pretty good. Arms are nice and straight. She's got her hands nice and flat. So for her, okay, I'm gonna have her rock back, side, side, and then maybe even a little bit to the front. A little bit back and side to side, keeping the back of those hands flat. Now, when we're going to sell it, her elbow a little bit, so not as much flexibility, but that's fine. As long as she can move a little bit side to side and keep those back, keep the back of the hands flat on the floor, that's what we're looking for. And this one does hurt, so Carrie's pretty tough. I don't know, she can do it on the hard surface of the rubber mat. On a selling, me too, probably do the same thing. Put something on the surface to kind of cushion the blow a little bit. But again, side to side, front to back, keeping the back of our hands flat on the floor. Awesome. All right, and take a deep breath in, and exhale, just kind of get out of it nice and slow, rock back. Go ahead and stand up. We're just going to move those hands around, push around a little bit, open them up a little bit more. But again, if you have issues where you type a lot, nowadays we're always on our phones, we write a lot, carpal tunnel can creep up on you, even if you're doing you're a hairdresser or you're, I remember a friend of ours was a 911 operator, and she had really bad carpal tunnel syndrome. So these are good things that you can do on a daily basis, multiple times throughout the day. If you feel like you want a little bit more, you can get some deep tissue massages, the forearms and the wrist. Acupuncture is also a good idea. I think it has helped out people. So either way, guys, get some work done. Make sure you want to keep these healthy. You want to keep these nice and moving. All right. Okay. So now, really quick, finish up. And I know we didn't get to our phone roll because I talked too much. But anyway, we're gonna do some stretching out for our shoulders. Okay. We're gonna stretch out especially our front shoulders here. Look good?
Yeah, keep going.
Her probably not as much. Oh, we did that. All right. So we're gonna stretch out our front shoulders. So we're gonna do some partner stretches. Okay. So we're gonna head. Face that way. Face her. Stretch her out. So we're gonna start off with some partner stretches, and we can do this also if we had like something to hold on to, a door frame. We can go ahead and grab that door frame, turn away from it, and drop ourselves down. So Anatoly's gonna do the door frame. Carrie's gonna get the shoulder stretch out. So Anatoly's gonna grab her Carrie's wrist from the front. Okay. Make sure you grab the wrist. Don't grab the hands, grab the wrist. Okay. So from here, she's gonna tell Carrie to take a nice deep breath in, and as she exhales, she's gonna pull those arms up. Exhale. Pull. Don't hurt, don't tell me anymore. So talk to each other, guys. Carrie's trying to tell us something to go a little bit higher. Now, I also want to make sure too that when we're doing the stretch, that our arms are not super wide like this. We want them in back here. And we also want to make sure that the stretchee is not leaning forward to compensate. Stand up as straight as she can. And that's going to deepen the stretch a little bit more. Okay? Carrie to breathe. And as she's breathing, as she exhales, I want her to try to relax those shoulders to get that stretch a little bit deeper to allow Araceli to take them up a little bit higher. Deep breath. And even if, say, Araceli was shorter than Carrie, she can still do the stretch. If she was taller, she can still do the stretch. If we had a couple in here one time where the wife was significantly shorter than the husband, what she had to do is she had the husband sit down in a chair. And she stood behind the husband, and she was able to get the stretch and stretch out her husband's shoulders. Okay? All right, so 2 more deep breaths into the nose, and exhale out through the mouth. 1 more. And as she exhales, Araceli's going to drop the hands down nice and slow. Don't just let go. Nice and slow. So now, when we're on our hands and knees and we did the thread the needle stretch, that also helps stretch out a little bit of our back shoulders here. So now here, because we are front dominant, we're always doing stuff in the front, right? We're punching people, we're working out, we're writing, okay? Flipping people off, hitting ourselves, all right? Whatever it is, we do stuff in the front. So these shoulders tend to tighten up a lot, okay? And if you notice here, Carrie does have like a little bit of a slight rounder shoulders. It should be more back. But because we get so tight here and in our chest, right, in front of our chest here, like that, they round forward. Okay, so we want to try to stretch them out as much as possible. So now, Carrie's going to stretch on herself. So, again, grabbing her by the wrist, not the hand, by the wrist or the forearms, and keeping her arms straight and her arms in kind of shoulder width apart. Now we're taking a deep breath in. Exhale, she's going to pull them up. And you want to talk to each other, guys. You want to make sure we talk to each other. So you can see Araceli, you can see her shoulder. I can see her shoulders and her traps kind of coming up. She's not relaxing. She needs to relax. Your neck rest. Keep the arms straight. Straight out the arms. Straight out the arms. Okay, now she wants her to take, she can go a little bit higher, but I want Carrie to remind Araceli to take that deep breath in, and as she exhales, then we come up. Now Araceli's standing up nice and straight, which is great. Carrie's got her arms up, pretty good. Now if you notice too, Carrie's got her elbows up, so it's probably a little bit harder for her to pull those hands up a little higher. So I would tell her to rotate underneath. Here, with her elbows down, Carrie's able to push up a little bit more pressure without having to use a lot of strength. So Araceli's got some good stretch. So 1 more deep breath into the nose, and exhale, and bring it down nice and slow. All right, good. All right. Knuckles. All right, guys. So we didn't get to the formal one because we like to do a lot of stretching. Next week, maybe we'll do all formal and we won't do the stretching either. But let me know, guys. If you like what you saw here today, if you have some more questions, let us know. Okay, you can reach us through Instagram at @CoreEvolution. Shoot us any suggestions. We'll get back to you guys. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Be careful. Wash those hands. Sanitize. We'll see you guys on Sunday. See you.